Good morning, welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. We are gonna haul our first load with our own trailer. It's mine, it's my trailer. Let's go get our first load. We gotta go check this thing out real quick though. Hold on, let's go. All right, I've never hauled a load with a reefer trailer in my life. I just bought one, having never used one ever in my life. So we're gonna run this thing right now. Configuring system takes a little bit. All right. So I looked up online. I said, how long does it take to, bring a trailer down to temperature? Because I didn't know, I didn't know a single thing about these things. And I thought, well, I'm gonna go and, pre-cool it on Sunday if I need to. So looks like we're at 65 degrees inside. All right, current set point 0 degrees. That's where we want to be. Diesel engine starting up.
All right, hey, real quick, I just want to show you guys what we're looking at. I'm on the DAT load board. It's good because it's a general load board, so it catches a lot of loads from a lot of different sources. But I'll tell you that the volume is similar across all of the different load boards and apps that I use. There's just a lot more reefer freight. So first off, I'm going to show you guys. We're going to look at the power only. Okay, and this is within 85 miles of my town and delivering within 250 miles of Fontana. Sunday and Monday are the pickup days, and so I just want to see. We've got 20 exact loads. 20 loads, and let's see if there's any money on any of them for power only. Okay, this is what we've been working with last week. Yeah, there's no offers on the board, and I don't know if you see that. Most of them are Schneider loads, and Schneider needs 182 days of operating authority before you can get, yeah, all of them are Schneider loads, every single one of them. Wow. So if you have 182 days of operating authority, you can run for Schneider. But otherwise, so I'd be crap out of luck right now. There's 20 exact loads, and I couldn't haul a single one of them. Now, let's go same exact parameters. All we're going to change is this power only. We're going to switch it over to Reefer. And I'm going to click on search, and let's see this 20 turn into a 42. So we doubled the number of loads. Okay, and then let's look at the offer rates that are on the board for these reefer loads right now. All right, there you go. This one goes to Vegas, so that one's kind of off the table for me. I don't travel out of California yet, but I will. But this one, Fresno to San Diego, it's a decent little run. Gustine to Colton would be something I'd be very interested in, but I already have a load, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. This would actually. This one picks up Sunday night and then delivers Monday night. So anyway, that's something I would have been interested in. That would have been really cool to get that one, but it just popped up on the board. Oh, right about the time that I got the other load, this one popped up. So, can't get them all. That's okay. But yeah, there's look at this, 1275, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11. I mean, there's just a lot more money on these loads on the reefer side, guys, and there's twice as many loads. So as the volume goes, so go the rates, and then so that's basically what I wanted to show you guys. We will talk more about what load I have and how it's gonna go down next in the video. Cool.
All right, so we're on our way, and we went ahead and just Got some fuel right there by the yard. There's a little truck stop, and got some generic fuel, and I had to top off the reefer. That was the main reason why I stopped. And then they don't have DEF fluid at the pump, and they didn't have any of the boxes, so we'll have to stop again and get fuel later. But mainly I just wanted to put fuel in for the reefer, and I figured, well, I might as well put a little bit in the truck too, just keep it over half tank. That way, you know, I'm always running with fuel in there. I don't need to pick up all the drags from the bottom of the tank. So anyway, going ahead, and by the time we left the fuel island over there, we were already down to 22 degrees. So we were already in the acceptable range of the shipper. They want us to be between 0 degrees and 30 degrees. So we dropped it quick. It's 55 degrees outside. So it's not like it's warm or anything. You know, it's nice, cool morning. So yeah, I didn't know how long it was going to take. So I figured I'd start it, give myself a couple hours on my drive over to the shipper, and make sure that we get down to temperature. But it looks like we're gonna have no problems getting down to temperature. And yeah, first run, maiden voyage, the maiden voyage for the reefer unit, the reefer trailer. I feel like it deserves its own name, but that's just because it's brand new right now. Pretty soon it'll get adopted into the El Hueso name. It'll be all an all-inclusive name, but for now it feels different. But pretty nice trailer. We'll take a look at it later in the daylight, and we'll get some good shots of it, and I'll do a little walk around of it for you guys. So stay tuned for that. All right, so we are here at the customer and at the shipper, and I don't have a good number. I don't have a pickup number. The numbers I have don't jive with their system, and so I thought, you know what, we'll just walk around this reefer real quick while I'm waiting on a phone call to see what my actual pickup number is. Check my fuel real quick. Cool. All right, let's take a look at this reefer. I'm gonna spin you guys around. All right, so we got the Thermo King, and we got this S600. See there, we're at 5 degrees, 4.6. So Vanguard trailer. It's got the black skirts to match El Hueso. Got a couple little scuffs on it. It's a used trailer. This is probably the most you know, worrisome of the little marks. It's superficial, but it's you know, it's what keeps it from being perfect. I wish it was perfect, but we've got the tire inflation system, and they just put new hoses on there, so should be good. We got Mark going by. That's what that noise is. Lots of noises this morning. So yeah, this trailer. I know people are going to ask me how much. So $57,000 was the sticker price. So yes, sticker prices of this setup is over $250,000. Yes, I financed most of it, and yes, now I need to make some money. I know. But hey, we got ourselves a trailer, and I think it's pretty cool. We're gonna get some decals put up there on the front corners up here, and yeah, we're gonna work on that probably next weekend. I talked to my guy, tried to see if he had time this weekend, but he didn't. So that's that. So what do you guys think? Pretty freaking awesome, right? I think so. All right, It's pretty loud with the reefers running, so I'm gonna shut this down. I'll talk to you guys when we get loaded. All right, we got ourselves a door. We've been here for over 2 hours, actually almost 3, 2.5, 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2 hours and 40 minutes, let's just call it that. Didn't have a right PO number, had to kind of figure it out. Had to go in a couple times to the shipping office. Finally just gave them the addresses that I was delivering to, and he just said, yeah, it's not a normal PO number. He said the PO is just Houston. I was like Houston, Texas? He goes, yeah, Houston. I was like, it's not going to Houston, is it? It's like, no, it's LA. And then he's like, I said, well, what about the Riverside? He goes, yeah, LA's 10 pallets. I was like, well, it's supposed to be 9 and then 12 going to Riverside. He goes, okay, yeah, I got a Riverside here. It's 14 pallets. I'm like, whatever. I was like, are those the only ones going to those addresses? He said, yep. So I called the broker, said, hey, does this sound right? He goes, yeah, those are the ones. Just take them. All right, cool. So I just want to make sure I'm grabbing the right stuff. I'm going to get paid for this load, you know, one way or the other. So anyway, I actually got to call them and let them know that I'm now on detention time. Let them know that they're paying me $35 an hour until I get loaded. I am in a door, but I'm not locked in yet, so we'll see how long this takes. Hopefully I can get out of here and get down to LA and make my delivery before they close, because LA closes at 5 and Riverside closes at 7. So I'm trying to hustle down there, get this stuff off the trailer so that I can pick up a load tomorrow morning down in LA and come back up north. My first week with my own trailer. I'm trying to do something this week. All right, and all the other racers in the Great Freight Race. If you haven't heard about that yet, just not Google, but search in YouTube the Great Freight Race. There's a bunch of us that are going to be competing this summer on a revenue racing type of a thing, where we're going to be competing against each other to see who can gross the most. And yeah, I'm seeing some guys put up some decent numbers in the preseason right now. We're not tallying them up yet, but I'm like, shoot, that's the biggest week. You know, that's bigger than any week I've ever done. Now, granted, I've only been doing my own thing for 7 weeks, and I was on power only, and I'm staying in California, and I got a lot of things that I'm not, you know, I'm not in the ideal situation to win this whole thing. But at the same time, with my own trailer now, I gotta test it out. A load just popped up for $4,000 going from LA to Reno. $4,000, and I was like, trying to think about getting set up with the guys that are doing it, but then they've got really bad reviews by a lot of carriers. So I'm like, I don't know. And then a JB Hunt load popped up, same thing, Ontario up to Sparks, Nevada, which is Reno area, and they want $3,000 for that one. So I was like, okay, so it's not just like some one-off random weird company that's posting some big numbers up to Reno. I don't know why those are going for so much, man. Tuesday loads going up to Reno, paying fat. 550 miles to get up there, so you can make it. You can make it in a day. Just hustle and get up there, make your delivery. Probably end up deadheading back into Sacramento to pick up a load, but I mean, when you're getting paid $4,000, shoo-wee. But anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna see about trying to. I haven't set up my IFTA yet, so I'll have to get a fuel permit to go to Reno. But I mean, at $4,000. I'll figure out whatever I need to do, because that's more than double what loads are paying just to go to Sacramento, and it's not that much further than Sacramento. It's like 100 and something miles from Sacramento, so getting paid twice as much to go an extra 100 and something miles, it's worth it. But anyway, all right, let's see how long this takes. Let's see how long this takes, and then we'll get the heck out of here. Okay, cool. All right, woo-wee, we got out of there. After about 5.5 hours, we got out of there, and well, I've been on the phone, and I've been trying to notify the people I need to notify, because I'm not going to make it down there in time today to make my delivery, and so that means I'm going to have to deliver it tomorrow morning, which means the load that I pre-scheduled for tomorrow is going to be a little later, so I haven't been able to update you guys on what's going on today, because I've been making phone calls trying to keep everyone in the loop. So anyway, we're headed up the Altamont,
We're gonna head south. We're gonna get down there because we gotta save as much time as we can tomorrow. We gotta be like Johnny on the spot tomorrow so that we can make our load for tomorrow. So we're gonna run it down today. We're gonna get as close as we can. We'll shut it down. We might even reserve some parking. I don't know. I just gotta get really close, really close to the delivery in Los Angeles. So I was hoping to get down there and get that part off the truck tonight, and then make the second half of the delivery in Riverside. If I had to do it tomorrow, then I'd do it. But I just did not imagine a 5+ hour ordeal over there. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but I wasn't expecting 5+ hours. So anyway, we're gonna drop off this hill, put ourselves in the Jake brake mode, and yeah, we're gonna run it. We're gonna run this thing down. So we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Anywho, talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So this load's ticking me off. So I had a load, rate con signed, everything ready to go. It was picking up in Oxnard, and then it had two other pickups. Well, 3 pickups, but in 2 different cities, in Santa Maria and then in Nipomo. Now, some of you remember that I grew up in Nipomo, and my parents still live in Nipomo, so I actually called my mom and planned to have dinner with them tomorrow night. And not to mention, it was going to pay $2,800 to go pick up those 4 pickups and do 1 delivery up in Chico, basically, right next to Chico. Like 400 and something miles, probably 500 something by the time you got done with your running around. But still, $2,800, that's over $5 a mile. So, because I can't make it to my first drop or my second drop on this load, both drops are getting pushed to tomorrow morning, because it took 5.5 hours to get out of the shipper, even though I got there right when they opened. They opened at 6 o'clock. I got there at 6:07. So because I didn't have a right PO number, I wasn't able to get my load at a good time, or at a reasonable time, in a reasonable time. So then I was forced to I'm forced to hold this load overnight rather than getting it off the trailer today, and it made me miss out on a $2,800 load and dinner with my parents. So this load's ticking me off. Ticking me off. So we'll see what we get for tomorrow now. I just saw I got a notification right now, and I had put in a few bids. It was a TQL load that I was going to take, and I've sworn off TQL except when they advertise a $2,800 rate. Actually, they advertised $2,500, and I got them up to $2,800. But nevertheless, I've sworn off TQL. But then I was like, hey, if they're offering that on that, I might as well look and see what else they got going on. So I bid on a few loads, and I just saw the TQL load. It's one that goes from Ontario to Modesto, I think, or somewhere, maybe Stockton. Somewhere a little bit closer to the house. And I think I bid like $2,000 or $1,900, something like that. And the guy didn't reply anything except for no thank you. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. These brokers, very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. I learned when I worked at Burger King how to write a professional email. Apparently these guys need to go back and work at Burger King before they start brokering, because these guys write like it's a text message to their buddy. They don't write a professional email at all. So anyway, mainly it's TQL that I've seen that does that. All the other brokerages, they handle themselves professionally, but TQL, there's something about their whole, like, I don't know, what do you call it? culture, their business culture over there. It's terrible. They need to call my friends Culture Stoke over on the Central Coast. Culture Stoke can get that culture turned around and get those employees happy to go to work and be professional. But anyway, I've rambled on enough. I'm going to talk to you guys in a little while because yeah, I'm looking for a load for tomorrow now, so we'll see. Hopefully, you know, it's like that thing, you don't know what it's saving you from. Maybe that was going to be a headache load as well. So far, all my TQL loads except for one have been a headache. So maybe it just saved me a lot of headaches right there. But we'll try and get a load on the truck tomorrow. I'll probably just hold off tonight unless I do some online, you know, bidding in the apps for loads and stuff. But otherwise, I'll just wait for tomorrow and start calling around tomorrow once I have a better idea of what time the load will, you know, my trailer will be empty, and it'll be, you know, more closer to business hours. Right now, the East Coast is already home. It's like 3 o'clock, so even Central Time, they've gone home. It's after 5 Central Time, so really it's just us Mountain and Pacific time zones that are still working. So I don't know, and I'm driving, so I'm not really gonna look for loads. When I stopped and got fuel, I kind of peeked at it a little bit. There's some stuff, but I'd have to submit carrier packets to the companies, and yeah, I'm just not. I'm gonna wait and see what's on the board tonight and tomorrow morning, see if I can get something that pays a little bit. I mean, if those guys were willing to pay $2,800 for that load, maybe someone else will have a load that they really need to move tomorrow, and I'll, by holding out and playing the waiting game, maybe I'll get lucky and get something that pays good and is a bit easier than that 4-pick. But anyway, I'll catch up with you guys tonight when we pull over and sleep. I think I'm going to stop on this side of the Grapevine where they have plenty of restaurants, plenty of parking, and we'll save a couple hours of driving for tomorrow. I mean, I'm not in a hurry now. Load got canceled. Well, I got pulled off the load. Really, it didn't get canceled. I got pulled. So anyway, talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, slight change of plans. I was talking to the broker on this load, and I just said, hey, you know, I'm not going to make it to LA by 5, and I'm not going to make it to Riverside by 7. You know, the shipper held me up. I'll be there first thing in the morning, and he said, okay, cool, sorry about that, blah, 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 blah. So then I'm driving, and he calls me back, and he's like, hey, I got some updated information for you. I'm like, all right, shoot it. What's up? And he's like, hey, you actually, the stuff that you're delivering to LA has to be there tonight because it's going to Houston. And I was like, oh, that makes the PO number, the purchase order, make a little bit more sense, because the stuff that's going to Houston, I'm delivering to LA, and another truck's taking to Houston. So, so that's what's going on. So I'm gonna get half the load off tonight, and so now I gotta try and figure out if I can get back on that TQL load for $2,800 and see if I can still make dinner with my mama happen and my dad. I always forget my dad, you know. I don't forget about him, but you know, the mama's the one that cares about baby boy coming to have dinner. So anyway, I'll update you guys when I know something. But that's the update we got now. We got to get to LA and get 10 pallets off so that they can go to Houston tonight. That's what we're doing. So kind of cool though, because I wanted to get half this stuff off tonight. I just didn't think I was going to be able to, but now I am. Rock and roll. All right, so that was a whirlwind, trying to run against the clock, race against the clock, and get somewhere we could stop. I got to the Los Angeles receiver. I'm so glad that I got to get there in the evening time after rush hour, because I needed every inch of those turns of the road to make those turns, some of them downtown. So I was really glad. I didn't get any footage. I'm sorry about that. I would have loved to have gotten some footage, but I was on the phone and I was focused on driving. So I pulled up. They said right here. I backed it in. Like 7 minutes, they had the 10 pallets off. They started putting them in the other truck right away. Got me out of there. So I went ahead and just
busted my butt all the way over here. I'm in Eastvale right now. I'm gonna park on the side of the road and sleep, take my tent off. It'll be a little more than 10, but I'm gonna be over in Riverside in the morning. First thing, I'm gonna make sure I get there extra early so that I can try to get offloaded quickly and still make it over to my pickup for my next load for tomorrow. So do me a favor, hold off on the numbers because I got some detention earlier and I got to figure it all out, re-figure it out. All right, so hold off. I'll go ahead and give you guys the numbers tomorrow morning when we deliver. All right, but I probably won't update you guys again tonight, so that'll just be the next thing you guys see is me delivering and the numbers. Boom. All right, we are almost there to our second drop, Riverside. We spent the night in Eastvale, about 20 miles from our drop, and yeah, we're almost here. I don't know exactly the best way to come in here. I saw docks on a couple different sides of the building. It's a small building with some narrow entrances, so I'm gonna kind of just scout it out. Don't know exactly what to expect. So we're on an adventure, guys. We're on an adventure. See, yeah, see they got gates right there. See, I don't know the best way to get in here. This is the building on the right. I don't know what the best way to bring it in would be. Let me see if I can come in here. This looks like all cars. Gonna try to tuck out of the way somewhere over here and see what happens. I think it might be a dock over to my right, just there, but I'm just gonna pull over here where it looks like there's a little bit more room. Oh heck yeah, okay, this is empty. Yeah, we're gonna take up some of this empty space because I have a feeling we're gonna need to dock into that little dock over there, and we need to get turned around anyways. Not gonna blindside this time. It was all fun and games last time. This time there's people's cars and stuff there. All right, I'm gonna run in here and check it out. I'll get back with you guys and we'll go over the numbers. All right. So we are going to back into that middle door, and it's a little tight through here. See, it'll be a little bit of an interesting back. If I wasn't trying to be a little bit quick, I'd probably set up my phone and let you guys laugh at me a little bit as I try to Austin Powers this thing around in this little parking lot around all these cars. But you know, just kind of don't want to take the time to do that. So this is what you guys get, me telling you it's gonna be a difficult one. Maybe not as difficult as it could be, but it's not gonna be like an easy one. But there is like a long ways to go back, so that's the one good thing. I don't gotta nail it right off where the cars are. I can kind of, as long as I can get it in there, then I can straighten it out later. So anyway, get in there, get this done, talk the numbers. Cool. All right, we got it docked in there. El Hueso. It was a little hairy getting in there. It wasn't easy. All the cars there just make it hard to swing in. Here's a little wacky tobacco. All right, the numbers. Mustache is crazy. It's kind of like camping right now. I didn't take a shower or nothing, so I'm just kind of, I used a few baby wipes to wipe myself down. The shower of champions, baby wipe shower. Giving you guys way too much information. All you want is the numbers, and I'm giving you like personal hygiene information. All right, so we did about 520 miles. Went from the yard to San Leandro to Los Angeles to Eastvale to spend the night to Riverside. So all of that right around 520 miles. I don't go through and make the entire route all crazy, and I didn't want to go, and I could just look at the odometer from yesterday, but I didn't, so it's too late now. I'm all the way over here. The truck's all the way over there. I can't make it. But 520 miles, and after the detention we got paid yesterday, our rate will be $14.20, just over $14.20. So it'll be about $270 a mile, $272, something like that, $273. So $273 a mile, I can get down with that. I can get down with that coming south. Yeah, that's good. That's good, because you guys got a little preview of what the rate is for today's load, our pickups for today. So we gotta get this stuff off the truck, and then we gotta get on to the next load, man, because the next load starts in like 5 minutes after they're done unloading. They're already unloading me. There's only 14 pallets, so should be done quick. And yeah, tune in to the next episode to see the Fat Money headed north produce load. Hopefully it doesn't get rejected. That would not be fun. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace.